Hello, good people. You're welcome to the Durumi Super League podcast. I am Ucheya and I'm alongside Black Child this morning. Black Child, what's up?
Thank you. It's always a pleasure being here talking about Durumi Super League.
When you hear about Durumi Super League, it means the grassroots soccer at its best is before your faces. Just last weekend, the preseason tournament of the Super League kicked off earnestly. And guys, it was just a one-day event, and Soso Lions became the new champions of the Super League preseason tournament. They defeated Edu Wolves in the penalty shootout. And this weekend, the real tournament that consists of 5 teams will be kicking off at our new football field. Last week, we had our draws and we had picking of players for different teams. Today, we will try to weigh these teams for size and see the team that stands the best chance of winning the tournament. Black Child, my regular guy, will be doing this with me. Yes, Black Child,
of course.
How is the feeling about the Super League? How do you feel about this season's Super League, going by the fact that last week was our picking of players?
Yeah, picking up the day you pick the players is the most exciting day of the tournament because you don't know what to expect. You're anxious. You're talking with the team owners and the team captains, put minds together, trying to pick the best players because that's where you get it right. You don't pick well, you get it wrong. But if you pick well, you're confident you might win the tournament. And of course, only players win the tournament. So it's very exciting. Also, it was a very colorful event during the preseason. The soccer jerseys, everybody was happy with it. Even the field, the playing, we had to test a few things, but we're all happy. So we can't wait for the tournament to start.
Let me start with your team, Allen Foxes. Were you happy with what happened in the selection process?
Yes, very happy. While we were selecting,
did you get everything you wanted?
I'll say 90% yes. I feel the first 7 players selected very strong. I feel where we lack a bit is on the bench. We don't have enough of quality outside the first 7. But I remember when we were picking, CJ was standing next to us and he told us, wow, he was very impressed with our selection. We picked seasoned players, guys who've been around, the likes of Dongo, Namai, David, Hassan. These are people who have been around with us for many years.
Of the Super League, exactly. To understand how it is being played.
Yes, exactly. And these are players who are very physical, very strong, lots of experience. So imagine adding that to Allen and I, who have been around forever.
Yes.
So I'm very happy with the blend of players.
So which other team do you think did well in the market?
It was. I think they selected. I don't know how. When you think about it, when the dust settled on the selection, when I looked at all the teams, I was like, I don't know how Edu managed to pick the caliber of players he had. I think some teams, because some teams decided to choose another kind of players, they left a lot of players for Edu Wolves because of let me just say because of the likes of Habib and Xavier and Hussein, having those kind of players in one team makes them very strong. Because Allen Foxes already had myself and Dogo. We didn't need those players, so I'm surprised that other teams
didn't pick those
players.
Like I was surprised to see Habib go back to Edu. He is the most consistent winner of the Super League. He's won it 3 times in a row. I'm not sure anybody has done that.
Yes.
In the last episodes.
Yes.
The one with Edu was in 4.2.
4.2.
Did it with him in
5.1.
5.1. And now did it with Ocean Tigers in 6.1. So it's like the most successful veteran so far. Yes. I was surprised Ocean Tigers didn't pick him and they left him for Edu as well. So you are impressed with Edu's selection process?
But I think he has the strongest team on paper.
Okay, so what other team thrilled you?
I think Soso Lions, you can't think that they won the preseason tournament. I think he went for the first pick was he went for Kante, but that wasn't his first pick. His first pick was Enshaw. He went for Enshaw. Having Enshaw and Kante, 2 young people, very experienced. Enshaw is a player can win you a game himself. So having that, and then at the back, having Usman, the senior guy. And then Divine at the back. So there's a spine already, So with Enshaw and a Lion up front, Ekong and Kante, and then that back, and then of course they have best keeper in the tournament so far, the past 2 editions, Onana. So also they did very well there also.
I feel Edu's team is stronger than Lions team this season. Even though last in 6.1 I gave it to Lions, but I just felt Edu got the best crop, just like you said. There was something about his selection. Like you said, people allowed him, they were blind to what he was doing.
Yeah.
They didn't puncture anything. If you can't get a player, you can help your opponent puncture his plans.
Exactly.
But whoever was choosing before Edu allowed Edu rolls smoothly. Edu has this. He has a penchant for always picking teams that are very, very strong.
Yeah.
He knows how to do this business. He might not win it. After all, Super League is not won by the best team on paper.
Exactly.
It's by form of match days.
Edu is very strategic. Like I said, he picks some very good players. Very strategic in the selection, and also we all know the best team never wins. Always. Last season it happened. Social Lions had the best team, but in the end of the day, they just fell short a bit. So let's see how it goes.
After Lions, who else did well for you?
I think Bassi did well. I think Bassi, although I'll give him a selection not 70%, because I feel there are some places he's short.
But I think he improved on this one than the last two episodes.
Yeah, in this selection, he has two players who can win the tournament for him single-handedly, which is Walid and Willy. So I think he selected well. I think what he lacks is a 9, a goal scorer. Because when we played against them, it was actually easy to play against them, because all they were doing was in front of us. There was nobody running behind us or all that. So all they were doing, if we leave in front of me, I'm happy. It's when he's running behind me or Walid, that's when I'm under pressure. And then also in the middle, they were scattered all over. And then they also wanted to play. They didn't want to defend as much as they wanted to play. Yeah. So I think that's where he struggled.
Who was this other defender he picked?
Ifeanyi.
Okay, Ifeanyi is a veteran.
Very, very good.
Ifeanyi played with the Lions last season.
Last season.
Yeah.
He was the best defender. Yeah.
So pairing with Bassi, do you think it's a good combination?
It's a good combination. Very good. Youth and experience. And then, of course, energy and someone who's much older.
But I feel if Bassi will just lead in the defense, like lead verbally,
yes,
he could make something out of this team.
Yes,
because most times he doesn't say a word, and leadership entails speaking at some point, telling people what to do. He's the most experienced in that team, no doubt, and he shouldn't be distant in this season, because he's been accused of being away from his team when the team is playing. If you understand
I understand what you mean. I think that one of the negative aspects about Bassi is not someone who talks a lot. He leads more by example. Yes. Not by being vocal. And I think something is also improving his game, because his defender, Ifeanyi, is a vocal defender, but because he's playing with someone senior, he won't want to say too much. Yeah. I think that's what, when we played against them in the preseason, Allen Foxes, I think the goal they scored was also lack of communication. So I think that is something they need to work on at the back.
You played them first?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a beautiful goal. I saw that goal.
And then the goal they considered, we could see was lack of communication.
But they ended up being angry on the pitch. Willie was just angry most of the time. He didn't go the way he wanted. You could see it all over him. His gesticulations, the mannerisms were just not what you expect from a young guy like that. After it was just a preseason, but he took it to heart.
I think also it boils down to also the team. I think the team, once they lost that first match, as a leader, that's what Bassi needs to do now. Zaza, as a captain, they need to now rally the players. I think that's something they need to do. Zaza is not someone also who communicates a lot. So I think something they need to do, once you lose, talk to the players, get into their mind, don't worry, there's the next one. And as players, once you start losing it in your head already. I think that's what happened to really some of these players, some of the Bassi Sparrows players also. They were struggling, while the game was going on, because they had lost the first match. They were struggling to, just get into the game. And Bassi also was very emotional at some point, because he, of course, what happened in the last tournament. So he wanted to do better. And then he was very emotional with substitutions. Once the player makes a mistake, takes him out. But we spoke about that, and let's hope he gets better.
I think his team will do better.
They should.
Time. I feel so.
They can only go up.
They are already down. They've been down for too long. All right. So your fifth team, your best 15 in terms of selection was Goshen White Tigers. I feel so too. I feel he didn't bring out the championship mettle this time around, like picking the players. I won't say this is how he picked his players. Something just went wrong. Was he too confident?
I was going to say that. I felt overconfidence might have played a part. I don't want to say it's 100% here, but I think that played a part. That I won the last two editions. That I could pick anybody and still win it. I know that's not how Super League is. Another thing I think happened was he told himself that he wanted to select different kind of players. As much as you want to play with different kind of players, you need that spine. I felt that's where he failed. he had the chance to disrupt the strength Edu had. I think it was the one who allowed Edu.
Yes, he was the one who allowed Edu.
Yeah, so he was picking different
Edu was fourth, right?
Fourth. He was fifth.
Bassi was third.
So
Bassi didn't do much damage. Bassi ended up.
Bassi was second.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Bassi was second. So I feel it was the one that was supposed to. Goshen White Tiger was the one who was supposed to, disrupt that the strength Edu has in his squad right now. And because he was trying to go for a different kind of player, he could have gone for Hussein. I just felt if Goshen White Tiger had gone for Hussein, someone who won him the last edition, and then he went for different kind of players, it would have been fine. Just have that solidity at the back.
Yes.
Someone that spine. But I think that's where he failed.
He ended up having. They couldn't win the match. They didn't even score a goal.
They didn't score a goal. They didn't win the match.
Bassi, Faros, and
Goshen White
didn't score any goals last time out. The high goal scorers were so Lions. Edu had how many goals?
They scored 3 goals.
3 goals, and Lions had 2.
Lions had 1.
They ended up with 5 points.
Yes, no, 6 points. They drew the remaining 3. 1-1-1-0. We also scored 1.
You guys had how
but
many
we
points?
lost the game.
Lost the game. So looking at these rankings, is your ranking based on what you just said? Okay, let me help you. Okay,
So
before the ranking, which team excited you the most? Like a team that you feel has spine.
Edus. I think I'll be brought down to Edus. I think I was impressed with...
We are there exciting. Edus team.
Because he didn't play his players. So we cannot judge them.
The time he plays his players, like the best,
yes.
Edu's best team. Do you think this team is better than every other team he has picked in terms of flair?
No, not in terms of flair, but in terms of strength. In terms of
every team always has strength.
In terms of being solid, I think he has the best squad. But I think the strongest team when it comes to spine is Allen Foxes. Having Dungu and Hassan at the back, myself and David in the middle, and Namaye and Allen up front. I think Namaye and Allen are two people who have always been head goal scorers in our Durumi field. Myself and David, 2 of the best midfielders.
Would Davis
found strength. Exactly. And Dongo is the most feared defender on that field.
After all, he's number 1 on the power ranking.
So I think we have that spine. I think that spine is what we have. Edu Wolves, as much as they are strong, I can't see a striker there. They had this small boy.
Edu purposely didn't want to pick a striker.
Maybe he wants to play as a striker,
but he doesn't play as a striker in the Super League.
And his strength is not scoring goals. His strength is just in the middle, just using his power to get. So I feel that's where they're going to struggle. I think maybe Mike will get, of course, a few goals, but also he's not a striker. He has a lot of spine at the back with Joe, with Savior. Also in the middle, and then at the back, Ocean and Abib. So there is strength. I was very impressed with Edu. Talking of Edu, with the way he started the first 2 games with the guys on the bench, and they didn't lose. They didn't lose both games. So I think that's what he has strength. He has tested his bench. He knows what his bench can offer. The guys on the bench rather. So I think it's good for him. That's why I give him the best squad.
Okay, so let's go to your rankings now. Your number 1 team.
Number 1 team, Allen Foxes.
Based on players we are choosing.
Yes.
Now the preseason came.
Yes.
We've seen the taste of the players of the team. Everybody played 4 matches. Some people played 5. So what team is number 1? Allen Foxes.
Allen Foxes number 1.
Are you saying this because it is your team?
No. Any team Namaye is in, there's always that threat. It's someone who will always give you that goal. It was terrible during the preseason. I told him straight, Namaye was terrible.
But he's not been playing football of late. He's not been coming as usual.
As usual, yes.
Yes. I think he's going through something or stuff, or he's busy something.
No, he's busy somewhere. He has other commitments. That's why. But we all know Namaye. What Namaye? He had a terrible day, but he still scored a goal. That's what Namaye does. And
the goal against Basparos, right? Yes, I saw that goal.
And he still missed a few chances. Now imagine when he's on top of his game. When the tournament really starts. He also said it's just preseason. That's why he really didn't give his effort. But and then we have John also, another energetic striker.
He was with Allen Foxes last season.
Last season, he's also with Allen Foxes. And we have
but he was injured last season. I think he should be fit now.
He's fit. He's very fit now. And we have Allen Foxes also himself, who of course will get a goal or 2 during the tournament. So I feel the spine, when it comes to spine strength, balanced strength, I think Allen Foxes is the strongest.
Okay, like you're the most complete team.
Complete team, yes, because we have strikers, midfielders, and defenders.
Okay.
So I think we are the most complete team.
So your number 2 team.
Number 2 for Edu Wolves, of course. Very close second to us. I think if not the fact that we're very Allen Fox is very balanced, I would have given them number 1. So I'll say they're very close second. I think they are, like I said, the most complete team. They have very strong players.
Apart from Lion, who else strikes for them?
You're talking about Edu Wolves.
Sorry, Edu Wolves.
Yes.
Okay, the team has no striker.
Yes, they have no striker. Right. There's this other young boy, I've forgotten his name. We gave him a nickname Aguero because he's very quick, moves around. But he's not a striker who...
But they didn't score a goal that day, Edu Wolves.
They scored 3 on that day.
Who scored for them 3 goals?
They might have won a game 2-0.
Okay, they won Goshen White Tigers. Yeah, where another committed a holer.
Yes.
Two holers.
2 holers, exactly. So you see, maybe minus those haulers, maybe they would have not scored.
Yes.
And then they scored the goal against Basel Sparrows. I don't remember who scored the goal.
Yes.
Yeah. So, although yes, they scored 3 goals, but I don't really see where their goals come from. But they have enough quality to get goals. That's why I'll give them number 2.
Okay, 3.
Number 3, I'll go for the preseason champions. Very loud pair. I think that's going to be an advantage for them. They're going to be very loud. I want to see when things are not going well for them.
Just like it happened to them last season. They were coasting. First 4 weeks, they didn't concede any goal. It was the last match of the 4th week.
Yes, against Goshen.
They conceded the first goal and going to the final day, they considered 3 the last day, and that was how their tournament ended.
Yeah. So the way they are loud, I want to see now when things are not going well for them, how they are going to react. We all know how emotional Lion can get if things are not going his way. Also, Ekong, I want to see also the leadership experience he brings to that team when things are not going well. Although they are a very good team, they did well in the preseason tournament. They didn't concede a goal. But now let's see what they have as the tournament starts. When they concede a goal first, how they react. Let's see how it is.
Okay, so number 4 now.
Number 4, okay. Yeah, I have to go for Basel Sparrows. I'm very skeptical about giving Goshen.
Last time you chose them because of the captain and the team manager. Now you've seen the players now.
Yes.
I remember on the last episode you said you want to pick Goshen White Tigers ahead of Basel Sparrows based on Bas's last season's quest. Now, that one is over. Looking at the whole team now, holistically.
That's what I'm saying. I feel I should be very skeptical about it because I know how Goshen, Toby himself, knows how to motivate his players. But from what I've seen, selection-wise, I'll go for Basel Sparrow 4th because I feel he has players who can win the game for him, which is Willie. And if Willie's on his form, no one on that field can stop him. That's just what we need to do. We need not to get him on that form. We need to stop that form. You need to always plan. When you play against Willie, you plan for him. You can't just allow Willie roam around the field where it's going to mess you up. So also Walid, very energetic player who won it with Goshen White Tigers last season, could have been nominated for player of the tournament.
Yeah.
So he's also someone can give you something out of can bring out something out of the box. So I think I'll give them number 4. And then of course number 5, Goshen White Tigers. Like I said, he struggled with the selection. I feel also up front, Toby is not someone who will give you goals, plenty goals. He will give you maybe 1 or 2. So where are the goals going to come from? That's why they didn't score also in the preseason. I feel they made a mistake. When they won the tournament last time, he had Walid, he had Namai. Namai was the highest goal scorer. Namai scored many of the goals. So I think also at the back, I feel we all know man of God. As much as he can be energetic, he's still a senior man.
Yes.
He won't give you. I heard that what mistake he made. He felt man of God was going to replace Ucheya. You cannot have that. Ucheya was solid in the last tournament. He's a very solid defender. So I feel that's where he struggled. And he has a lot of small boys in his team. Alamin, Masalat. So I feel he struggled with the selection. I feel that's why I'm going to give them 5th.
So it is, take it all over again from beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1,
Allen Foxes. 2, Edu Wolves. 3, Soso Lions. 4, Basel Sparrows. And number 5, Goshen White Tigers.
Okay, for me, I think I want to go with Edu Wolves number 1.
Yeah.
Edu number 1 because I just after watching that preseason, something about Edu Wolves that I saw that looked different. I feel they will be number 1 in my ranking. 2 will be Allen Foxes. No, sorry. 2 will be Soso Lions.
Okay.
3 Allen Foxes based on that match day. Okay. If match day is anything to go by, That's what I'm judging. That was how the table ended.
The preseason.
The preseason.
Yeah.
So Edu Wolves,
Yeah.
Soso Lions, Allen Foxes,
Yeah.
Bassi Sparrows, then Goshen White Tigers. Because I still feel, but I see Sparrows being Bassi Sparrows might be
The underdog.
the underdog. Yes, can bring us surprise if Bassi only agrees to settle himself at the back. I'm not. I'll be thrilled. I'll be entertained with what the midfield can do. But I'm not confident about their back. Okay, how was play that day on our new pitch? There was high speed,
Yes.
and in intensity.
Yes. Although the field is a bit smaller than the normal one, but it's grass. It was lush green grass. We could play the ball, even sliding tackles. I saw a few sliding tackles. Even myself, I was time I slid for the ball. I was even shocked that, oh wow, it's nice to play on grass for once. You could play the ball on the ground. We could enjoy football, and it was quite interesting. Finally we're playing on grass than our former field.
Yeah, I saw the new goalpost and the net. Everything looked so sweet, clean, nice, and the speed was just something else.
The atmosphere was just different.
Yeah, it was different, man. I saw young boys running as if to say that day was the last day they're going to play football. Everything looked so fine.
Yeah.
So what are you expecting on match day one?
The intensity, nothing similar to what we saw in preseason. Preseason is preseason. It's a friendly. Although we're not taking away the championship from Soso Lion.
They made so much noise about
that. But with the trophy, they won the trophy, of course.
Yes.
It's a preseason tournament. It's a friendly. Now the main tournament starts. You're going to see more intensity. I think you'll see more quality football. You're going to see more goals. I think everybody was just tense during preseason. That's why we only score 5 goals. I think on match day 1, you're going to see more goals. I'm predicting close to 8 goals on match day 1. So I see a lot coming from most of the teams in this match day 1.
So officiating now, how was it on the preseason day?
I was solid. There were no incidents. I was very surprised because we didn't even make use of VR. We didn't really. We have linesmen also. I was very impressed with that. It makes it easier because for the referee also, once you have this 2 VR and 2 linesmen on the small field like that, I think that way there were no incidents because the linesmen were there to help out. The communication was also easy. The referees, I can't remember any particular incident that stood out, or decided a game or anything.
So we give kudos to our referees, and we also believe that CJ and Bailey will give us a good tournament. They'll be in charge of the affairs, but also there's a rumor going on that Chukwuemeka might be back in week 3, 4, 5.
I can't wait.
So
I love Chukwuemeka to be around.
He will help him. He will continue from where he stopped the last time.
He brings a different kind of referee to the tournament. I like when he's a referee. He's like a father. He's teaching. I like when he's the referee.
So we cannot wait to have him. So Blackchild, thank you so much for doing this again with me.
Always a pleasure.
And let's see what happens on week 1. I can't wait for week 1.
I can't wait myself
to be here. Saturday looks so far away. All right, man. Any last words?
No. Like we've been saying, discipline. Players must just keep on doing that. Like I said, we didn't have it. Although we had new players in the match during the preseason tournament, but there was no incident. I know you addressed them before the tournament started,
yes,
and really hit on how we're very big on player discipline, and we just saw it. The tournament just went smoothly. The preseason tournament. I want that to continue going as the tournament goes by until week 5.
You said that the transfer market wouldn't have anybody to like we had everything on the.
I think I when I go home I thought about it. There were 2 players who were absent who I feel might show up on transfer window. One of them was in our player ranking. We actually forgot about it. Our player power ranking, Ganabry. Ganabry didn't show up. I was, but I forgot about him. He didn't show up. And then another one, the player who have disappeared for a while now might show up for transfer. Kata. So
I saw Kata that deal. I saw him coming into the pitch.
I don't remember.
But he was not picked. Okay, and also Hamza.
Yes, and Hamza. So I think these 3 players are. But Allen Fox is number 5, so we're not even looking at transfer. Maybe we'll pick Henry. Maybe Henry also wants to play. He said he wants to play, but let's see what happens.
Henry's gone. Okay, about Henry. The only Henry I know is Henry Sehudo.
Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry.
All right, guys, thank you so much for doing this with us again. This is the Durumi Super League Power Podcast. We come like this whenever the Super League is around the corner. But for this one, it has begun in full earnest. We'll be here to talk about what happened in week 1 of the tournament. I don't know who's going to be number 1 on week 1, but then see you until I see you.